Welcome to the Fantasy Cycling Podcast, featuring your hosts, Grant Gardner and John Anderson. Chapeau, you're in the mix.
You're listening to the Fantasy Cycling Podcast. I'm John with Grant. Grant, what up, my friend?
How we doing?
Woo.
Beautiful spring day.
Gosh, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Can you get anything better than this?
I don't think
Just
so.
some spring weather?
We had snow a couple days ago.
Oh, yeah.
It is. That's a distant memory.
We had, what was it, like 60, 70 degree weather and then snow and then 60, 70 degree weather immediately after.
Yeah, I think it's going to be around 80 this weekend for your race.
Guys, I've put a lot of work into getting Grant loose for this podcast. We've been hanging out for a couple hours, just fellowshipping,
Yes.
shall we say? Just chilling in the sun.
Yeah.
Can neither confirm nor deny that some cold adult beverages were consumed. Sorry, Grant's mom, if you're listening to this. And we're just ready to chat, dude.
Yeah. We got some good input from the...
Dude, we just were polling. How proud are you of my neighbors?
There was 2 or 3 people that knew what Milano-Sanremo was.
Knew what the heck was going on.
Yeah.
One of the 3 people was my wife.
Then asked if Jonas was going to be participating.
Yeah.
Answer, no.
Yeah. And then we had a local crit race champion,
Yeah.
a state champ, and a local legend
Yeah.
on the Strava files. A Strava doper. Yeah, we had some good chats.
Yeah.
But we didn't talk last week and I missed it. I think
I know.
schedules. Grant's a big hotshot now and he's a world traveler. And we miss him from time to time, but here we
Yeah.
are now talking. But how'd you fare on the race of the white roads on Strade?
I mean, I had
We've got some recapping to do.
I had the main protagonists, Pogača and Paul Success and all those fellows, but wasn't enough to really break through. Did not have Del Toro. I was assuming he was going to fall into a subservient role to Pog, but still finished on the podium. Andreas Krohn had a good race. Michael Valgren had a good race. So, let's see who I have that was kind of a bust. Van Aert was a little bit of a bust. Quinn Simmons, Tibor Del Grosso. So yeah,
Eesh.
wasn't the best race for me.
Yeah. You hate hearing Del Grosso in the bus category.
Yeah.
He's just so cool. My team was pretty naff too. Nothing to write home about. But I mean, the race itself was fun to watch.
Yes.
What'd you make of things? Like, so we had the podium is, of course, the inevitable, the Michael Jordan of cycling,
Mm-hmm.
Tadej Pogača. But then the race for second was...
The LeBron James of cycling. Paul Success.
Whoa, we're already going there, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. To be determined on Paul, but I mean...
Do you think Del Toro gave him was a little bit of a gentlemanly nod to Paul, the young 16? Wait, how he's not 16. He's 19.
Yeah.
I
mean, I think...
I'm thinking of Max Dowman on Arsenal.
Yeah. It had that amazing goal.
Max Dowman on Arsenal, who is 16. Come on, you Gunners. Let's go. And this is the year of the youth. We've got a 16-year-old, the youngest ever goal scorer in Premier League history. I think dethroning Wayne Rooney for the Gunners. And we've got Paul Sexas, however you say it, the young 19-year-old riding away. But I felt Del Toro gave like he had a pull. I mean, it was him and Del Toro, and Del Toro. They were not sharing turns. They were not rotating. They were not pacing, which is the right thing to do if you're Del Toro. But it would have been rude. I kind of like that in Del Toro. I felt like that might have been part of the psychology. Do you let him go? They would have liked to have had one too, but I felt like it was a little bit of a hat tip.
Do you feel like Del Toro is not a killer?
I feel like he was looking at Tirreno.
Yeah, which he won.
Saying, I'm going to go win Tirreno. We're going to have two people on the podium. You're 19. You just pulled me for the last 20K. I kind of like it. I think he's got a little
El Patron in him.
Yeah, that might cut. I mean, for real, that might come into play later on in his career. I mean, these two guys are going to be sparring.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe he's not mean enough.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. But maybe we don't want him to be mean.
Yeah. Maybe we'll enjoy a little more positive, friendly vibes in the breakaway. I don't know.
There's already weren't people last year complaining on socials about how people were too, like the main protagonists in cycling were too friendly with each other, too much hugging going on.
Well, Lance was complaining about that, but like
no one cares. Lance.
Yeah. Sorry.
And then we had Tirreno-Adriatico and Paris-Nice.
I think Tirreno was the more interesting of the two.
Big winner of the. What did you do during World War III? I watched both Paris-Nice and Tirreno-Adriatico.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a big lift for me.
Yeah. So Del Toro did what he needed to do. Mm-hmm. He won Tirreno.
So Tirreno was more fun to watch because there wasn't an alien there.
Yes. But we had Del Toro, Pellizzari, Vanderpool had a good race, a good build up for Milano-Sanremo.
Tobias
Johannesson.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of those that he's had some good performances in the past, but you didn't consider him maybe that next level, and he kind of showed some real promise there for the rest of the season. Like to see Alessandro Pinarello looking good, young Italian. And then Michael Valgren too. Haven't heard much from him in a while, but he looked good at Strade Bianche and Tirreno.
Mm-hmm. Is it Magnus Sheffield? Can we not talk about the young American?
Yeah.
23-year-old on Ineos.
Top 10. He's definitely
top 10 in GC.
Benefits from his time trial.
3 in the youth ranking.
Yep.
Smoked it in time trial. I just thought it was an entertaining. The racing was super fun to watch. The parkour was fun. There was parity. There were dynamics. This is the best time to watch cycling. You can tune in and watch the Michael Jordan of the sport, the greatest of all time, and see him dominate. And there's 2 or 3 people that compete with him, and then when they're not there, everybody else is really good. Yeah. And the racing is fun.
I thought the last stage where Abrahamson was off the front and the sprinters were trying to catch him. Mm-hmm. Thought that was a fun end to the race.
Yeah. Paris-Nice was good. Jonas is looking good.
I mean, not aesthetically, but like performance wise.
How important are aesthetics to you? They're important to me.
I mean, look good, feel good, ride good,
I don't know. It's endearing. The background story. So for those of you that don't know, it was a brutal day and weather-wise in Paris-Nice. It was like stage 3, maybe.
Yeah.
And Jonas was wearing his pajamas on top of his bib pants then had another layer of bib pants on top of those. I think he was wearing 3 pairs of bibs. Long sleeve shorts and then more long sleeves, and then they cut like a jacket and he was wearing it backwards.
Yeah.
And before you
it was the most homeless a pro cyclist could look. I'm surprised he didn't have a plastic bag over his saddle.
I think he had like some tinfoil on his in between his socks and his shoes, and like, I don't know. It's kind of everymanish. But do you want? I don't want that. I want to see like this. I want something to be, pro cycling to be aspirational, and beautiful. But it was endearing to see him win, and then the legs. The fitness was there. I mean, he blew everyone off of his wheel.
Yeah.
But after that, it was kind of boring because it was like, all right, he's got this wrapped up.
Yeah. The only exciting character, I think, for us in Paris-Nice was Luke Lamperti.
Yeah. Which, by the way, Peacock, if you're going to make your whole identity to talk about American cycling, American riders through every race and every Grand Tour, and then when Luke Lamperti wins on Peacock and you don't even know that it's him winning,
it's pretty bad.
It's time to evaluate things.
Yeah. When he's going full cry and you don't even know who it is.
When your full cry meter is at, like, your full cry count is at like 15, and then an American crosses the finish line first and you don't know who it is, you've got to do some. We
need to look inward. Yeah.
We need to do some self-reflection.
Yeah.
Go back and watch that stage if you don't know what I'm talking about. Go pull up the Peacock footage of Luke Lamperti's win.
Oof.
But good on you, Luke. I mean, he looked good doing it. That guy's a beast.
Yeah, very exciting for the future of USA cycling. We got a lot of hitters right now.
So, Grant, any more recapping to do, or do you want to just like launch into March Madness?
I will say we had a couple of classics. We had Milano-Tirreno, where Tom Pidcock won that one. Tobias Johansson looked good again at that one. Noker Kursa, Philipsen won that. I mean, that's kind of a typical race for him and Tim Merlier and the bunch. But it could bode well for Milano-Sanremo for Philipsen. And then today, Alec Sagert won Grand Prix de Denain, which is kind of like a mini Roubaix, which could be interesting for a few weeks from now. But yeah, nothing really indicating what Milano-Sanremo holds for us because we don't know. You know, Van der Poel prepared through going to Tirreno. Pogacar prepared by going to Strade Bianche. So we'll see what happens. But stateside, we did have a big sports day today. March Madness.
Sports ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how's your bracket? How many brackets do you have, first of all?
I only have two. I have one on
Velo Games and
yeah. No, I've got one on ESPN for most of my friends, and then for some reason the work one was on the NCAA official website. So, but
so let's talk March Madness and Milan-Sanremo.
Yeah. So for those listening outside the United States, March Madness
which you might be in Portugal because Portugal loves us.
Yes, we have a few listeners in Portugal, Belgium, and the like. But March Madness is the National College Basketball Tournament, and it's a huge deal. There's 68 teams that start out, and then they get down to the Final Four.
It's the Milan-Sanremo of America.
But tons of upsets. Kind of like Milano-Sanremo, you never know what's going to happen until the very end. So
you don't, and there's a lot of players at play.
Yep.
A lot of ballers.
So we asked ChatGPT to tell us who are the March Madness participants of Milano-Sanremo. What did it say, John?
I mean, dude, I feel like chat has read my news here. I mean, you got your different categories, right? You know, you got to pick everything. You got your Cinderellas, you got your Blue Bloods, you got your game plan teams versus your wild card teams. You got teams that are going to play above their ceiling. You got teams that are going to play below. And it's all about the matchups.
Yep.
And I feel like Sanremo can be all about the matchups. What's going to be the chemistry and the makeup of those dozen or so riders that hit the Poggio at the end?
Yep.
And it's gonna you could have one combination of 12 and it's gonna mean that this guy's gonna win. You have another combination it's gonna mean another guy's gonna win. But I don't know, Grant. I mean, who do you think is the Duke Blue Devils, the Dukies of the Final Four?
I mean, right now it's Pog, right?
Pog?
Yeah.
Everyone picks them, but you hate yourself if you do, and they fade.
Yeah. So that's your stat, John.
Well, I was looking at this, Grant. So
because Pog's never won.
So I'm not taking Pog on my fantasy team for this race, and he's just never been. If you go back and you look at previous editions, and you look at the best possible makeup mathematically of your team, he's never in it. Now he finishes in the top 10 almost every time, but this is a prime example of your kind of cost to benefit ratio here. Like it doesn't make sense. You need to save your dollars for 2025. He wasn't on the best possible team. Best possible team had Vanderpool, Ganna, Matthews, Groves, Court, Tullett, Tunison. He wasn't on 2024's best possible team. Again, Michael Matthews, Phillipson, Mohoric, Van Gils, my homie. Vanderpool, who won in 2023. And again, Pogs, he's never once appeared on the best possible team. So, best possible predictor for future performance is the past.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
I almost forgot that. So I'm not going to take him.
Okay.
But I do think he's probably going to win. He's got to crack it sooner or later. But he may still not be on the best possible team.
Point of contention is how can Pogačar crack Milano-Sanremo, right?
Yeah.
I think part of it is, does he go early? Does he go on the Cipressa?
Which it's been 2 years they've tried that and it hasn't worked.
Yeah. Which I feel like there's a lot of talk of this year that like this is the year he's going to really get away on the Cipressa, but Vanderpool has not shown that weakness yet.
Yeah. Sanremo is just such a unique challenge for a rider like Pog. It's been fun watching. It's like a Rubik's Cube for him, trying to figure out how to solve it. All right, the Yukon Huskies. Sorry, the Yukon Huskies of men's of Sanremo is Matthew Vanderpool.
Yeah,
built for this. He's the exact perfect rider for this course. He can impose himself on the Poggio. He's got the punchy finish. He's got the sprint. And he's got the descending and the technical abilities to come down the descent. And he executes. He knows how to execute a finish. He's just a complete rider. Huskies are a complete team. They've won. I don't know how many times they've won.
I don't know,
March
but
Madness, but a lot.
I mean, Vanderpool's got a couple of wins under his belt. So,
yeah. Do you agree with that?
I think it's a good take, yeah.
You want to know who the Purdue Boilermakers of Sanremo are?
Purdue would be elite, lots of talent, but just can't get the job done.
Can't get it done.
Sounds like Wout van Aert.
Nailed it. Always a 1 seed, somehow rarely wins the whole thing.
Oh, man.
Elite across the board, but things get weird late. That guy. Yeah, there'll be a weird crash, or he'll fumble the finish.
Yeah.
But he's kind of like Vanderpool. When you look at him, you're like, dude, this is your race.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's ever won it. No, he hasn't. Let's pull it up. Let's check. Fact check.
Did he win in 2020?
Nope. Yes. Dadgum, Grant. That was good. You're such a You're such a wow simp. Yeah, he did win in 2020. That was the COVID year.
Yeah. Asterisk.
So 2 to 3 seeds in the tournament. Who were your 2 to 3 seeds?
I mean, Phillipson, obviously, he's won it, but Vanderpool is still kind of feels like the favorite in the team.
Yeah,
you know,
both on the same team here. So,
Mats Pedersen.
Now he's coming off of an injury, right?
Mats Pedersen is built for this race, but he's dealing with like a broken collarbone, which cyclists seemingly have all the time and recover pretty quickly. But I'm skeptical to pick Pedersen just based off of we haven't seen him race in a while.
Yeah. All right. And then you've got your 5 to 7 seeds, Grant. So these are going to be your legit contenders, but you're not going to fully trust. You might find space for them on your fantasy team. They could win it. They could go all the way, and maybe they have in the past.
That sounds like Mate Mohoric.
The Mate Mohoric's win, we were talking about this and hanging out a couple hours before recording this. That win had everything because Mohoric is such a likable guy. He's not talented in the same way like a Pog is, but he squeezed everything out of that victory in order to win that year.
Yeah,
he had the technology advantage where he had the dropper posts. He had the risk-taking advantage where he took more risks than anybody on that descent. That was a great win. Pidcock, I mean, he can really check a lot of the same boxes that Mohoric can. Still seems to be at more of the pointy end of the peloton. He's a trendy pick. He did just win on
Tirreno. Yeah.
Tirreno. So maybe could ride some of that confidence into the finish here. But who's your Cinderella rider for the win?
I mean, we've always wanted Michael Matthews to win, right? He does really well in this race. I think he lives close. Like he does the course a lot, right? In training.
Yeah. It's his stomping grounds.
Yeah. Biniam Girmay, he also seems like he's well suited for the race. He's got that ability to handle the climbs, but is a great sprinter. I'd also add Matthew Brennan to this category.
Okay. I was wondering when his name was going to come up.
Right now, I feel like Brennan is not as elite, obviously, as Matthew Vanderpool and some of these other contenders, but he is well suited for a race like this. And
little, if you know, wink on Michael Matthews is he's and Pog are besties.
Yep.
So, they'll probably carpool over to the race. And, if there's anything that Pog and his team UAE can do to help out Matthews up, I'm sure he's lurking. He'll take advantage of any opportunity he gets.
Yeah. I'd also put in there, somebody that, makes it to the Final Four, but's not going to win the championship. Filippo Ganna.
Let's go.
Yeah.
He's come so close.
He has, and he's got that ability to time trial, which comes into a play if you get away on the descent. He can sprint, but just hasn't had that extra bit to win the big Italian monument.
All right, Graham. Well, without further ado, I think we've stretched our March Madness Milano-Sanremo parallels.
That was fun, though.
As far as it can go. Who do you have on? Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
I'll go first with the caveat that I think some more 200, 400 credit riders will pop up on the start list that'll fill out my team. that aren't there yet. So far, I've got Vanderpool. I think he's got a good chance to win this one again. He won last year and he won in 2023. He's got a few other top 10s and under his belt. I'm going to pick Pogačar just because he has top 5 to this the last 4 times he's done it. But as you said, he's a bit of a credit hog.
Mm-hmm.
Is it worth the spend? Going with Pipo Ganna, he's got 2 second places in this race. Matthew Brennan has not done this one before, but just won Kerner Brussels Kerner. And I think he's just one of those real dynamic riders in the peloton right now. Luke Lamperti, I don't know if he can handle the Poggio, but if he makes it in a group, he's going to look really good for a top 10.
Gosh, I thought about taking Lamperti.
And I would put Lawrence Pithy in the similar categories to Lamperti.
Yeah.
So I've got him as well. Matej Mohoric, he's only 200 credits. And he has, you look at his previous performance. Last year, he's
only 200 now?
Yeah. So
a past winner is only 200 credits.
I know.
Well, I mean, I know it's not, your credit rating is not race specific, but.
So if you take last year out of, I don't know what happened to him last year. He was 100th. But before that, he was 6th, 8th, 1st, 11th, 10th, and 5th.
Yeah, I'm going to have to throw him on.
Yeah. And he just benefits from the fact that he can climb and he loves descending. So as long as he's there on the Poggio, it's hard for him not to be in contention. I've also got Andrea Vendrame. He's an Italian. He's a great classics rider. He has never really been at the forefront of this race, but if something funky happens, I think he could be there.
Yeah.
And then right now, I just like Michael Valgren's form. He does well in the classics.
I thought I looked at him closely too. Yeah.
And if he's there, but I will say that's subject to change.
EF and Astana are going to have someone in the top 10.
Yeah.
And I was kind of oscillating between, instead of Valgren, so I guess I'll share mine, but instead of Valgren, I had Honorary. Is that how you say it? Honoré, sorry.
Yeah.
He got 17th in 2025, which is good for 4 points. He's only 200 credits.
Yeah.
I want someone from EF on the team. I think they're going to have someone in the top 10.
Yeah.
Same for Astana. I kind of I would have liked to have grabbed an Astana rider for 200 credits, but I got Mike Tennyson for 400 credits.
Yeah.
He got 11th in 2025. So, and he's ridden this race in 2019, 2023, 2024, and 2025. He did get 18th back when he first rode it in 2019.
Yeah, he's a veteran. I think any classics race, he is potentially a top 20. So.
Yeah. Rounding out the basement of my team, I've got stepbrother Tim Van Dyke. Mom, Meatloaf. I just think he's kind of a beast, and he's cheap, and he's clearly on form. Watching him in Tirreno, he looked really good. Yeah. Quentin Pacher felt cute. Might change later. He's ridden this 4 times. He has scored in the points 2 out of those 4 times. He's 200 credits, but he's getting on in age. He's 34. That might be someone I sub out for.
It's a good placeholder, though.
Good placeholder pick, but you really sold me on. And I love Mohoric. I haven't taken him on a fantasy team in a while. Now's the time to start taking him. So getting up into more expensive riders, I have Matthew Vanderpool for aforementioned reasons. Pipo Ganna for aforementioned reasons. I'm taking 2 Ineos time trial boys. I'm also taking my dog, big dog, Josh Tarlin.
Yeah.
400 credits. Let him eat. Let's go. I don't know about that pick, but it's a little contrarian.
So something that would be interesting is if both Tarling and Ganna are in that like group of 5 to 10 at the end.
How are the dynamics?
And does Tarling take a flyer and he's such a good time trialist that everybody's like, well, he's not that good of a sprinter, and nobody marks him.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be really fun.
It's a little aspirational for me and a little bit wishful thinking. I've got Giulio Pilizzari from Bora. This is going to be his debut. He's coming off. He's got some form in the legs from riding.
I mean, he's
Tirreno.
definitely going to be there on the Poggio.
He's
How
going
can
to
he
be
not
there.
be?
He's a sprinty, climby boy.
Yeah.
And I think low key, Matteo Jorgensen
That's a hot
is
take.
on form right now.
He goes well in the classics. We know that.
He's not got the pop. He's not got a sprint, but
you don't need.
I think it's going to be so attritional at the end and on the Poggio based off of what UAE is going to do. And I think there's only like 5 or 6 or 7 people that can hang with the type. Del Toro is going to be there. UAE is going to absolutely kill people
Yeah.
on the Depressa, and then they're on into the Poggio. Like, people are going to be got, and they're going to be bodies everywhere. And Jorgensen is one of, like, a short list of people that can still be there or thereabouts.
Yeah. I mean, if he can hang on the Tourmalet, I hope he can hang on the Poggio, right?
Yeah. But he is expensive, though. He's $1,200. It's a little bit of a dice roll.
Yeah.
There are no other teams. This is a team of one. No one else has this exact team.
Yeah.
I do think I'm going to play around with those basement riders. It might be silly to take both Ghana and Tarling, so I could play with that later. Vanderpool is locked in. I'm definitely not going to take Pog.
I respect it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the interesting thing about Jorgensen, we've seen him. I mean, he's lost the wheel on Paul Sexas and who's Del Toro. Has he raced against UAE yet much this season?
Yeah, he has.
But I hope those reps have like served him well. Of like, he wasn't explosive on those days, but like he's getting those race days in.
Mm-hmm. I think he's on form.
Yeah, and he's not an alien. So
he's there or thereabouts, though.
Yeah, but traditionally, my point is that guys peaked for races, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, he's getting into form because he can't hold that form like a Del Toro or a Pogacar can for every race. But
yeah. Well, we shall see. What time will they? Have you done your analysis yet? I mean, usually you toss out to the group chats like the ETA to the Poggio.
No, I haven't looked at the times yet. I mean, this is a long one. It's probably going to start.
They've changed the course a little bit too.
3 or 4 a.m. at our local time. So
edit that out. They haven't changed it.
No, it is a little different.
It is? Okay.
I mean, it's like normally it was like 299.5 kilometers.
Yeah.
Because there's like a UCI rule that no stages or races can be 300 kilometers or more.
Okay.
So they put right to the edge. I think this year it's like 297 or something.
Here's
like
the
that.
line. Just kind
of. This year it's 298.2.
Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in, folks. We're going to be chatting on Instagram and X. You can follow us there on the socials. The handle is Listen to FCP. That's the number 2. And we'll drop this audio on all the streaming platforms, and also, because we've got Faces for Radio, YouTube.
Yeah.
If you're an IPA company in the United States, Grant is looking for a sponsor.
Yep. Or really any company that would like to sponsor us. We don't discriminate. So,
all right. Well, thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right. See ya.